2006 Ford F150 King Ranch. Has just under 90,000 miles. Got it from my stepfather a few months ago. He's had it since it was new. Obviously hasn't driven very much. It has what seems to be a common problem with Ford F-150s is a leak on the passenger side floorboard. Today I'm trying to figure out where that's from. I've seen a lot of videos, but nothing really specific to this year. But everything indicates it could be the air conditioner vent. There could be a plug missing from the firewall. It could also be the third brake light over there, or some vents in the back. But I believe it's coming from the front because it's happening when it rains, based on how the car was parked when I first noticed it. And it was causing some electrical issues, so I disconnected the battery. So let's see. This is what happens. You can see down here, there's water and rust down here, which indicates this has been going on for a while, and they probably never knew that it was happening. Since it's really dry back here, and the first time I noticed this, the car was parked at an angle, I really believe that the water is coming from the front. Last night, my 2006 Ford F-150 had the lights going on and off by themselves all night. This happened over a course of 4 to 5 hours, and I woke up to a dead battery. I found a water leak in the passenger front driver's door well, right where the electrical harness goes. And I'm hoping that's what's causing the problem with the lights. First thing I'm going to do is vacuum out all the water and gunk from in there. I got this micro accessory kit from Harbor Freight for like $8, so I'll use that to vacuum everything out. Nothing obvious from under the hood, so I took the wheel off. That's I'm going to take this fender cover off, inner fender rather, and see what's going on. Well, this certainly doesn't help any. Glad I took the fender liner off. So I would bet money, because it's soaking wet in here, that this is where the water is going in. That grommet is way bigger than the antenna wire that it's going into, and it's soaking wet over here. Okay, since I am pretty convinced that this is where water is getting in, I mean, that's a pretty big amount of space in that hole. I'm going to take some silicone sealant, this stuff, and seal it up. Okay, so I put some silicone all in there. I think I got it pretty nicely. While I'm letting that dry, I decided to check the cowl and see how much leaves and crap is in there, and it's a lot. So I'm going to try and get all these leaves out of here, both by scooping them out and using a blower or a vacuum, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully the other side isn't quite as bad as that is. This is pretty bad. I'm scooping leaves and dirt out of here. The cowl clip on the other side, on the passenger side, is broken, and that's probably how all these leaves are getting in. And I'm not even close to finished yet. I probably will need to pull the fender liner on the driver's side and get any leaves that are all gunked up in there. Job is all done. Hopefully that fixes the leak. I'll have to remove this wiring harness and clean up all the rust under there, but that's a job for another day. Thanks for watching. Well, I decided not to wait for another day. No time like the present and all that stuff. So I vacuumed out over here. I'll keep on vacuuming it, making sure I get rid of all the water. And haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I removed that drain plug so that if the grommet for the antenna is not the problem, the water will at least go out there. I'll put it back in once I confirm this has fixed the problem. Tried using a wire brush on it. May have to take a wire wheel and stick it in there. I just want to clean it up. Then I'll put some rust preventative paint in there and close it back up, hopefully for good. Drying it out. Sanded the channel as best as I could. Got one little tiny rust hole there, which I'll have to weld later on. I'll put some chassis saver paint or some rust encapsulator in here from Eastwood to help keep it rust free going forward. Gave it a first coat of paint. Used rust encapsulator because it's in a spray can and it's easier. Just waiting for it to dry. I'll give it a second coat and then I guess call it a day for now.